Hi, and welcome to this very short demonstration on how to swap your rental SenseAnywhere logger with an AssetTag. For these demonstration purposes, we'll be using our logger here in our ambient storage area. We have the AssetTag just beneath it, but this in real world would probably be applied to the door, where you can make use of the QR code to find out live information. It's important to understand that our rental logger, which is not registered to your system, must be undocked, as in not in the cradle. If it's in its cradle, it needs to come out of it. Okay, so what we're going to do is that we're going to bring out the desktop, which is probably up here, and we're going to go ahead and go click by click on how to do the swap on the system. So let's get to it. Okay, so now we've logged in, we can see that we have our ambient AssetTag, which is currently recording data. If you go to Management and Sensor, we can see here that this serial number 8BC3 is currently part of an asset. So this data logger here, 8BC3, is actually sending its data to the ambient AssetTag. Click Manage Assets. Here we can see, again, in a little bit more detail, the asset tag called ambient is currently coupled to the logger 8BC3, meaning 8BC3 is sending its data to the asset tag. To do the swap on the system, you click the chain link icon, click Swap. This will now give you the conditions that do need to be met for the successful swap. Click Swap. Now, it is important, do not register your rental logger to the system. The beauty of the asset tag is that the asset tag holds the license and not the logger. So we select New Logger and click Unregistered. You may have other numbers down on the system, but for this purposes, you have to click Unregistered. And now we enter the registration or serial number of the logger that is going to be introduced to the system. Now we click Check. And if all's well, we get the Ready to Swap icon. So if we're happy with that, we click Swap. So that is now swapped the logger on the system. Now what we need to do is introduce it physically. So here we're going to take the logger out of its bracket and introduce the new rental logger to its bracket. So we take that out. And here, snap the new logger in. You come back to the system and click Finish. Now we can see here an in progress. And now we can see the new logger has now taken over, ending in 5FD7. We can go and view the historical swap history by selecting the swap history button here. And we can see that 8BC3 left the system at 11:59 and 33 seconds, and the new logger was introduced, 5FD7 was introduced exactly the same time. So you may need to wait up to 5 minutes for the first sample to be taken, and what we'll do here is that we'll just speed the video along. Okay, so there you have it. The new data is in. We can now go and double check. And we can see there that our temperature is now adding data towards that trend. So it's a seamless trend. Okay, so what we're going to do now is show you the reverse procedure. You've received your calibrated logger back, and you now need to swap in, or swap out the rental logger and swap in your own logger that's registered to you. So the process is pretty much the same. There's only one slight difference. If you go to Management Sensor, Manage Assets, you can see here ambient coupled to our rental logger 5FD7. Click the chain link icon, click swap again. The only difference now is that this is not a rental logger, this is a logger you own. So your logger should appear in the list, in the drop-down list here. So we select that, and now 8BC3, which is the logger, which is your logger going back into the system. We click check, and again, ready to swap. So we swap on the system. We now do the physical swap. So take the rental logger out of the bracket, and then snap in your logger. Click finish, and here we have an in progress. There we go. Your new logger is now back into the system. And go to overview and temp, and there we have it. Your logger is now in the system and now up and running. Again, if you could just quickly go back to Management Sensor and to Manage Assets. Just click the swap history, and there you have it. 5FD7 left the system, and your new logger left the system at 12:11, and your new logger, well, not your new logger, your logger back from calibration is now introduced to the system at now 12:11. So there you have it. Easy, wasn't it? So if you do have any other questions or need to get in touch with us, please get hold of us at www.whittlesensors.co.uk or call us on 01254 831 375, where somebody will be happy to help you. Thank you.